So here we go. Chapter 7, day 2. Still not into anything new. Captain's log, day 2. Do we have class next Tuesday? No, it is fall break. Captain's log, week 7. Week 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Week 7. We're at the middle of the semester. Halfway there. We just finished talking about arrays. The trickiest part about arrays at this point was how we were passing them in and out of functions. We sort of ended dealing with arrays in 121. Now we learned how to do the arrays in C++. So in a little while, I'm going to, when I put you in groups, have a program that's going to work with a two-dimensional array. Some of you who had me saw this program matrix stuff, and we're going to take a look at it in a minute, but I'm going to have you convert that to a C++ program. Lots and lots of hands-on today. I like doing hands-on. Here's the problem in especially my 121 class and partially in here. The problem is videos not watched before class. We only meet one day a week instead of two. That second day is for you to be watching these videos before class starts. Okay, so we're holding off on that for a little bit. We're now going to get into these things called vectors. If you watch the video, you have a little bit of an idea of what's going on. Your next program deals with vectors. Someone wrote it, did a good job, but they used arrays instead of vectors. I don't need to know if you can do it with arrays or not. I need to see the vectors. Fortunately, you have another week to get this in. And the reason is because of the test last week and the fact that we didn't get into vectors. So now this program is actually due next Sunday. Two folks already have it done. I'm guessing they learned a bit from the videos or somewhere. And it's funny, I had a student post a message that said, I found that everything I need for this class is in the lectures, videos, or code listings. Or lectures, yeah, the lectures, the code listings, or the textbook. That was the three they put to figure out how to do everything. Some of you are going off on the internet, and that just leads to temptation, and that leads to bad things. And you know, that's why we're down some class members. Carl, question.
Is this one of the assignments in our Dropbox?
Vectors is the next one that's due. A couple of people did it due and submitted it already, but it's not due until Sunday.
Are you talking about you're not talking about the World Series assignment, are you?
You already have it done.
No, I'm confused. Like, is
Okay.
the World Series assignment the one that you're talking about right now, or is these two different assignments?
Okay. So this is what we're doing in class today.
Okay. And
World
this is
Series is the
due,
one that's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, this is an assignment that's due on Sunday, you said?
Hey, World Series is due next week.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay, cool. All right. So these vectors, way back when I had students when I taught high school take the AP test. And what was on the AP test was this new thing. It was called a class string and all of the functions that go with the string, the length, the charat, and all of that. So there are things written in a standard template library that are tucked away, but we can use it. Someone came up with this one called vectors. So we can make like a new data type that's going to hold a vector. And you watch the video, you watch the whole 9 yards. A vector is dynamic. And that means it changes in size. An array, I said I need 10, and that was it. A vector, I don't know how many I need, so I can keep stealing memory and build upon it to be able to store more values. And again, that's that whole it has unlimited size. Preprocessor directive that you have to include is vector. We have these caret or angle brackets, something that's a kind of a different term, but the angle brackets you'll hear a lot of people use. So if I said before we move on, without kind of looking, could you tell me something about vectors? Vectors has a bunch of functions. Can you name one of the functions? What else you got one? No? Esther? Austin?
One of the functions.
Yeah, yeah. Dot. And if you watched the video, I even had like a matching game. Dot pushback. What did that do?
Oh, it, I know what it does. Uh, doesn't it, it adds another value to the vector, but
Yes, it adds a
it,
value, right, to the end of the vector. There was also pop back. What did pop do? Anybody? Ooh, gonna be learning a lot. You even did code listings, right? Wasn't there a code listing with vectors? Yeah. Yeah. There was one for size to find out the size of the vector. We could clear out a whole vector. Means we just like threw away all the memory addresses and it was gone. We were able to do something called at that was sort of like char at that went to a location and told me what was there. Okay, it's good. I'm giving you a lot of time today to work on these two programs. First program, I'm trying to scroll the paper and it won't scroll up. First program, you're now going to see on D2L, there is a Java program called matrix stuff. It fills a two-dimensional array. It fills a second two-dimensional array. It adds both of them to get a resulting array, and then it displays all three. First thing I want you to do is convert that program to C++. Second thing, I want you to go back to the Fibonacci sequence program from last class. It's a C++ program. But now I want you to store the values into a vector. Think we asked for all 12 of them? So I want you to store all 12 in a vector and then ask the user, oh, I need blue, then ask the user which number they'd like to see. So you're going to be filling the array like crazy. Push back, put, blah, 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 and fill it. Then you're going to ask the user which one you'd like to see. Again, is this a lot of typing? No, I don't know.